The UK is a United Kingdom. We are a union. And so we understand, I think, something of the issues around having separate or distinct identities within a single overall political nation-state entity. So we would very much like to see Tanzania continue to run its affairs across the country in a way that's really resilient and sustainable for the future, for governments everywhere, wherever you are. If you're a democracy, you need to listen to the people. You need to pay attention to what they're telling you through the ballot box, but also through Parliament, through the people's representatives, whether that's the Assembly in Zanzibar or the Assembly in Dodoma. Listening is important, and then responding, being a responsive government. And where people are coming to the government, whether it's in Zanzibar or in Dodoma, with really important issues, and it's clear that they're important, I'm confident that the governments, the union government, but also the administration on Zanzibar will listen to those concerns. So we are confident that Tanzania has a bright future ahead of it, and we look forward to working with it to support that future.
Mm-hmm. Tanzania is working very hard to attain the Sustainable Development Goals, but also there are so many pressing issues like climate change, healthcare. How do you envision UK's support to the Tanzanian government on some of these key areas to ensure that the development that we have achieved so far continues, and we sustain it in one way or the other with mutual benefits with the UK?
So earlier on I emphasised the role of investment, and I mentioned about the private sector. And I think the biggest thing that the UK brings to the table in this all-weather partnership with Tanzania is the private sector and the prospect of business investment. Tanzania we all know, Tanzania is a very youthful country. If you look at the demographics, most people here are under the age of 35. And it's young people, we know, like young people everywhere. They want jobs, they want prospects, they want to get on in life. 90% of all jobs in the world, globally, are created not by governments, but by the private sector, by businesses. So building up the private sector and giving that and energising that as much as we can in partnership with the Tanzanian government, I think is the single most important thing that we as a partner can do, but also that the Tanzanian government can do for its youthful population. We're already the second largest foreign investor in Tanzania. I want us to maintain that position, and I'd like us to do more trade between the countries to generate jobs. And just this morning there was an announcement of a suspension of any duty that would be paid on imports to the UK of cut flowers from East Africa. This is just one example of where Tanzania could benefit from this by exporting more horticultural product, particularly flowers, to the UK and grow its market share there. That will in turn help to generate jobs here. The second thing that the UK has to offer, I think, is working in the international system to encourage it to be reformed in a way that can help countries like Tanzania access the financing they need on sustainable, affordable terms to tackle climate change and issues like that. And then the third, and we're already doing that, we're working very hard with the international financial institutions, the World Bank and so on, to encourage a greater focus on lending more money to the countries that most need it. And then the third thing is the specific funding that we bring on bilateral development projects. Those include in education. Therefore, it's not just the money or the funding, but the expertise that money is able to buy and support in country.